No, I'm not Langeveld. I'm not. I have to qualify what I say because it's pre-release, but there's only so much they can fix in 1 or 2 weeks. Like, I got this build week and a half ago, I think it was, which is about 2 weeks before release. There's only so much they can do in that 2 weeks. I don't expect it all to be polished by then, but I have to remain cautiously optimistic in case they do. So if you go to vehicles and then you go second-hand vehicles, so, you know, every bus has a kind of a status, and then within the status it has things that need fixing. So you can buy and sell vehicles, but the only coaches listed are the MAN Lion, Coach, and Coach Class C. That's it. So on release day, I would hope there'll be more buses here. Put it this way, I don't think on release day this will be what I would call a finished product. I don't know if I'm being too harsh saying that, but as it stands right now, making some predictions about what it'll be like in 2 weeks' time, it kind of has that early access feel to it. It has, like, there's lots of stuff here that are not quite implemented properly. Therefore, it shouldn't be a release product. Therefore, it should be early access. That's what it feels like. But they may surprise me on Thursday. It might come out and it's like, it's all polished and it's all working and it's could completely prove me wrong. But I think they've probably tried to hit the Christmas sales market, get this thing out in December, get the Christmas sales. But maybe they should have waited 3 months and polished it up, finished it properly, and released a really good game. Maybe. But you never know, you see. Publishers like fickle people. Like, there's commercial pressures. There's always commercial pressures with these things. And developers can't just do what they like and go, yeah, we're going to finish it all. It'll be ready like 2020. Publishers are like, no, you're going to get this out on this date. It's already been pushed back 4 times. Yeah, exactly, Henry. And, you know, you might think to yourself it should get pushed back again. I would probably wait for release before you think about throwing your money on it. Just see how polished it is. Sheep, Dogman, Bear Pig, welcome back. We need to buy another bus and we need to hire another driver. Actually, is Sick Boy back yet? 1 second. It looks like he's all back. Driver. So he's available now. So I think we should get another bus for him. Actually, hasn't the tour guide started now? Driver, guide, mechanic. Look, I'm not doing anything here. just walking over to the corner of the room because I think I was walking forward when I clicked that. See? Little things. What if I start walking sideways and click it? See? Yeah, guide, driver, mechanic. So I don't know what we're doing with this guide here. But we do have a mechanic now, and we do have that. So if we go, let's try and do some mechanic stuff on this bus, because I don't know how that works properly yet. They're embargo in terms of showing pre-release games. What happens if you break them like a fine line or just lose trust with the company for future opportunities? Screen, it's... So the way all that works, Screen, is this, right? So I get... Why am I not logged in? The way it generally goes is like this. Some developers and publishers will just give me a key. They'll email me with a key and go, there you go, there's a key. This is the embargo day. After that, you can do what you like. Yeah, review it, whatever. Some developers are like that. For example, I think Play Away Games sent me a key for Thief Simulator, and they went, Thief Simulator, here's the key, make videos from this day, you know, stream it, do whatever you like. They're not bothered. Other publishers, like, for example, Giants, they'll send you a farm sim key, and they'll say, here's the embargo, you can show stuff from this day, but you can't review it. And they'll say, review means, you know, comparing it to other farm sims or giving it a rating or anything like that. So they're different again. Then you'll get other ones who say, you can say what you like, but only after release. And then you've got this one. This one says, where's my tourist bus then? This one will say, tourist bus simulator. It says, you're welcome to record videos about the product. Your videos may be released after 6 p.m. on, what was that date? 8 days ago, 23rd of November. So I could start showing this from 23rd of November. And then it lists out a whole bunch of known issues. It'll say AI traffic drops in and out. The license plate still shows TML. So they know about this stuff. And then it'll say at the bottom, the shuttle service is defective and shouldn't be shown. So the only thing they've said I shouldn't show is the shuttle service, because they know that that's buggy. And then they ask for feedback. They say, how much of a fun simulator is it? How helpful is the tutorial? Are there any things that could be explained better in the tutorial? How does the economy work? Is it too complicated? Are the improvements to the remote bus sim obvious? Are there improvements compared to remote bus simulator obvious? I don't know what that means. How's the driving physics of the buses? So, you know, they're kind of like, they're a bit more interactive in their approach. They're basically saying, here's a bunch of things we know about, and if you can give us any feedback, that'd be great. Yeah. SCS is kind of different again. SCS, a lot, you know, because I've been doing truck sims for years, SCS kind of lets me do stuff like show things ahead of release, but they say don't use any mods because mods can break the game, right? They don't want me to show stuff that is a mod that's broken, not the release that's broken, which is fair enough. So everybody's different. Like all the companies you work with are different. But yeah, I mean, if I was to make a video and just say this is absolute rubbish, don't buy this, they're probably going to think twice about sending me a key. But at the end of the day, when the game releases, I can buy the game and just say it's absolute rubbish. So either way, if you make a rubbish game, you deserve to be called out on it, in my opinion. I'm not saying this is a rubbish game. I'm just saying in general, if you make a rubbish game and then give people keys and they say it's rubbish, well, shock horror. Why has that got a little bloke next to it? Is that because it's mine? Yeah, I'm in that one, aren't I? This is mine. So this needs a tire change and an oil change. But funnily enough, it doesn't feel like anything, like you drive the vehicle around, it doesn't break down, the tires don't suddenly blow, so I don't know what the effects of this are. Components, body damage, see? Repair. Let's try repairing some of this stuff. The repair will take 8 hours and 48 minutes. The bus will be repaired until Saturday. Okay, so we can't do an oil change or a tire change because I don't have the parts yet. Oils and tires. Let me try and get some components. I think we need a contract, don't we? Somebody sends a lot of products to reviewers. We don't care that we get bad review as long as it warrants it. If something's bad, let us know. We can fix it. I assume that would ring true with devs too. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point, Dave. So I should just email them back and because now we've played the game, I should email them back and give them a list of my things that I think about the game, right? What was after? Contract, ordering parts. That's not that. Contracts, spare part services. Here we go. Air conditioner. What, we've got to get a contract to get indicators and lights. Eh? Money grab before Christmas. A lot of companies do that. Half the time, especially when trying to hit dates, you do tests, you do them a certain way. Yeah, I know that, Dave. I've been a dev long enough to know that bit. But equally, devs will tell a publisher when the game's ready, and publishers will tell the dev when to publish it. And the two things don't always line up. What was it wrong? Tires. Tires set. Delivery cycles in 7 days. Desired reserve 1. So that's, if I'm reading this right, that's basically saying always make sure that we've got 4 tires every day, I think. Tire set 4. So that won't be here for another 2 days. Indicator, light, air conditioner. Jeez, how much? V-belt? Ah, V-belt. We'll have 2 of the V-belts. Brake lining. No idea what I'm doing. Indicator. Yeah, why not have 2 of them in stock? Wi-Fi services. We've already got that contract on the go. We've used 12 of our 20 gig, look. Insurance loss. Vehicle insurances, 100% for $1,000 per month per vehicle. Flipping heck. What does this mean? 10%, 20%, 30%? What's that all about? Is SCS a publisher as well? Yeah, effectively. They self-publish, leaky. What does it need, Ben? An oil canister. Get 2 of them. So that'll be here tomorrow. Let's buy another coach. Whilst I'll walk to the right. Somebody was streaming a whole season of Prison Break on the bus. Huh?
Oh,
Greggius, what I would say to TML is your controller mapping input screen is horrendous. That's what I would say. Marsland, love your Twitch channel. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. Thank you. Right, let's see. 85%. Something like less than 100 is a nice number. 80% for that one. It's a V-belt change. And the lights are gone. So if the lights are gone, if I was to get in that coach and turn my lights on, would they work? And the other thing is, if the lights are gone, that's not actually roadworthy. So how the... Like, I would need to fix that up before I could use it, surely. Wow. That thing's got issues. That needs an oil change, otherwise it's 106. Blimey. I think we'll pick that up. Should the vehicle be delivered, otherwise you'll have to pick it up? Yeah, please deliver it. Will be delivered on the 22nd at 8 AM. Fine. Did you see that Noel Edmonds had bought a Routemaster so he could drive down the bus lane in rush hour? That's ridiculous. That guy can afford to have somebody drive him down the bus lane. I don't know, CHRM, how many times me. That's a good question. I don't know. That's a good point, though. Do you still need to figure out how to order food and beverages? We do, because we've got this person on our books now, this tour guide. Stupid doors. But I don't know how we order the food and drink. I don't know where or how we order food and drink. I remember the tutorial mentioned it, but it's... Like, this is only telling us what we have in the inventory. It doesn't tell us how we get stuff. Like, that's how we get vehicle bits. But where do I go to order food and drink? I don't know. No, the restaurant, I've been to the restaurant. It doesn't do anything. Thing is, all Snow needs to do is buy a minibus, and he can happily drive down the bus line. Why does he need a route master? Maybe he just fancied one. Do we use this thing? Nope. Nachos. What's on the other notice board? Completed tours. Go to the food machine. There's a question mark at the top of the window. What? A question mark at the top of the window. Where are you seeing this? And what this? I don't do anything. Pre-release help. I'm sorry, this has not yet been implemented, Dave. So yeah, I don't get how the snacks thing work. I can't find where we do that. There's nothing over here. That's your finance and that's your employees. There's nothing in here. Oh, maybe the food's not implemented. The snack machine doesn't do anything when you click it. This doesn't do anything when you click it either. Do you know what? If I lived here, I'd take these doors off their hinges. They're just so annoying. Maybe because we didn't unlock the tours yet. Well, how do we do that? It's on the calendar. So we've got one job, and that's on the 17th, which is in 2 days' time. So nobody's doing anything tomorrow. $16th. There's a $7,000 large trip on the 16th, though. Oh, we have to drive it before we can assign it, though. Okay, we need to do that. We'll take our bus. That's tomorrow sorted for them anyway. So we're going to do that. But the bus is not being used tomorrow. So now I see what the advantages of these infinite contracts. Because you have to drive every contract before your AI can drive it. So with the infinite one, then you set that up on a recurring basis. Okay, so we've got one on the 16th, and then we're doing one on the 17th, and the AI's doing one on the 17th. Unfortunately, we don't have a bus for tomorrow, and one of the employees is doing nothing. And I don't know how we use the tour guide. Apart from that, it's all good. None of the spare parts arrive till tomorrow, I don't think. You just put up the Christmas tree, class. It's funny you should say that. Mrs. Squirrel's doing exactly the same thing in our house right now. Junkyard's doing it as well, Matty. Yep. Wait a second. We need to go to Yandilla Playa, somewhere. Yandilla Beach. Blimey, oh my god. What? We have to start down here? Are you actually having a giraffe? Is there actually no way that I can get a fast travel point down here somewhere? Oh my god. Okay, listen. When we get there, remind me to buy a fast travel point because this is a monster drive. This is basically all down this side of the island that we've never been to. Actually, we need to go to Antigua. We've done Antigua, haven't we? Have I not got a fast travel point in Antigua? I do have a fast travel point in Antigua. Oh, yeah. Assuming that's working. Oh, you scumbag game. Come on. Why is it not working? Seriously, game. You spend skill points and then you can't even, like, get the benefit of it? Yeah, this button box is pretty good, DK. Don't know if it's worth the money, though. Ridzy, mate, what are you doing? Just don't do that, Ridzy. Whoa. Hey, Presley. It's a bit much. Like 120 quid for that is outrageous. Don't get me wrong, though. It's very useful. I think the fast travel points work, except when you're in a contract like this, and then they don't seem to work. I didn't miss a stop. That's why I looked at the route on the phone. The route said the first place was the whatever it's called down the bottom of the island, something player. We've got to drive to the bottom of the island before we can even pick up the passengers. Per 519, thank you for 14 months. Blame your cat. Oh, really, Ridzy? Your cat did that. Did the dog eat your homework? Did your cat just go, E, enter, T, enter, R, enter? Oh, what a prankster cat. Your cat is really clever. See you later, Anthony. Like, Ridzy, I can cope with people just, like, being slightly annoying now and again and just doing that, but please don't patronize everybody by saying your cat did it. Come on.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Robert Bosward, thank you very much for almost 3 years. Fuerteventura bus driving. GG. Yeah, it's fun. Not at the moment, M. Daily, no. I do not, sir. Cats do that, Tommy. Do they really? What, cats know about the enter key? That's I didn't know that. I honestly didn't know that, Tommy. It was your dolphin. That would be a better story. Hung! That's true, Kitty. The AI is better here. I'm driving the wrong way. I hope not. This should be Antigua. This is not Antigua. We've gone the wrong way. Oh, it's Antigua. There's a restaurant though which is not discovered on... Well, I can't bother clicking on it. Why is it misleading, Leaky? It's coloured yellow for the route and orange for your current route. So I'm following the orange route, which has taken us down to the south of the island, at which point we'll pick up all the passengers, and the yellow route will become orange because that'll be the active route. But in any event, you can look at the itinerary and you can see where you need to go. Yeah, Phoenix, I got rid of the gear stick because the game really only supports going into like drive mode and reverse mode because it's automatic bus. It's kind of pointless having the manual shift around for that. This is all new, not been down here. I wonder if this, the terrain actually follows Fuerteventura's vertical elevation in any way. Use track IR, Windrex. The island in real life is very flat, is it? Whoa. It does actually feel like you're driving on the surface of the moon or something. It's quite fun. Look how overcast it is, though. Pretty twisty. Snugs, 43 months. Another month bites the dust. I'm literally so close now, I can smell it. What, are you going to McDonald's? Looking good with the beard? Yeah, some devil. Thank you, Snooks. Does it have dynamic weather? I have seen it rain once, I think. So I don't really know what the weather system is. Apart from sun, overcast and rain, they're the only three things I've seen. That's pretty much all you're likely to get though on Fuerteventura. I don't know, Crowley. I said when I started playing, I said before Farm Sim release, I said, did I not? I do not know if I'm going to play the game going forward. I don't know what I'm going to do, and I still haven't decided yet, Crowley. But I was quite open about that. Whoa, what was that? Ridzi, I've already moved on from this subject. I suggest you do the same. Payara. Well, you can go 90 on this road, but have you seen how bumpy and twisty it is? I will literally lose the coach if I do that. Like, it's a speed limit, it's not a minimum speed. Oh, this is nice. Uh-oh, wrong button. Look at this. Wow, can you imagine living on a roundabout like those apartments? Can you imagine living on a roundabout? Flippin' heck. That is a climb, that is. Climb. Why are there no cars? Because there's a pre-release bug in the AI where the cars will appear and then they'll stick around for a while and then they'll disappear. Code Red, thank you for 42 months. Yes, it is joint DK. TML Studios make the game. Aerosoft are the publisher. Why is the dashboard so blurry? Blurry? That's not blurry. Nothing blurry about that. Wait. Suddenly lost orange. Ooh, Costa Karma. I like the sound of that. This is weird. It's gone a little bit crazy here. Jandia Player, I'm sure that was the first stop. Yeah. And then Esquinzo, which must be further north. So I'm just going to keep going straight down. I think the sat-nav's gone a bit crazy. I don't agree with you that it's blurry at all. Bear in mind you're looking at a stream, so maybe a stream is blurry. Put it on 1080 source and see if it's still blurry. I don't know, say Karamazov. I just like Sims, mate. That's pretty much it. Ooh. New road hype? Oh, that is a drop. Blimey. Yeah, imagine doing 90 coming over the top of that. Boom. V1. Do you lose points or do the passengers get upset when you drive recklessly or stop stupidly? At the moment in pre-release, none of that seems to be implemented. I would kind of expect it to be a bit like Fernbus. But since it's not implemented, I can't say. At the moment, the passengers are not complaining, and I'm not losing points for that. Moon physics, pretty much. Oh, I hate the Unreal signs. Look at the sign. You can't see where it goes, and then the draw distance kicks in. That's really irritating. Oh, there's a plane. No, the AI's back. You see, every now and again it just comes back. Yeah, the buttons are clickable. If you do that, you can click these things on and off. Look. No, it's a powered window, it doesn't squeak. It's 50. Restaurante. Whoa. I've seen that before. Not all stops have been approached. No passenger has left the stop. Wait, what? Wait, what? 9,600 XP for doing what? You've reached level 9? I just got 9,000 XP and I didn't do anything? I drove past a stop which was not on the list, and it then completed the job? What on earth? Now you see, you little scumbags, if you wasn't actually in a bus lane, right? Can you see what this says here? This says, bus. Are you a bus? You're not a bus. You're not a bus, and you're definitely not a bus. So you can sit there. That was the last stop. That's a great bug. Drive through the last stop and then it just auto-completes. I like it. Does that mean I can buy something there now? One sec. Can we spend a skill point on that? Bus stop. Accept. So now that should...
Welcome back, Nutter.
That's now a fast travel point. Woo! Let's have a look around. There's nothing to do with the engine, as the Unreal Engine is used in other games such as Fortnite and PUBG. The massive draw distance for the long distance shots is down to the processor and the power of the computer. I'm not saying you had a bad computer because you don't, but I'm saying that it could be your Intel processor. That's why I hate AMD processor. It's built for that and overpriced. Do you know what my processor is, Shadow? It's a 10 core, mate. Without hyperthreading. With hyperthreading, it's 20 cores. Trust me, there's nothing underpowered about my PC. Oh, this is cool. I like this. Can we buy the lighthouse? That would be amazing. I don't know what the processor has to do with LOD. I really don't. It was built by a sexy person. Oh, come on, game. You can't put a fence all the way around the beach and stop me going to the beach. Are you actually serious? Let me go down to the beach. Vamos a la playa. Let me go. Yeah. This is what we're talking about. I actually want to go for a swim. My throat is killing me, Mark. It's every now and again it keeps twanging. Dude! Why are you reading a book? That's a bit old school. Get a Kindle. They're all sat in the shade sunbathing. This makes perfect sense. She looks like she's got a beard or something. There's something very weird about this lady's face, but I can't crouch down and look. No, I'm not on about the levitating book. I'm on about her face. It looks like a beard or fake tan. Maybe she put fake tan all over but forgot to do her cheeks and her lips. There's something really odd about this. Stocky girl. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. I don't know if he's asleep with his eyes open. That's a weird look, that is. Joint DK, I just want to say I love the content and don't stop doing what you do. Thank you, Joint DK. Appreciate that. Thank you. Is it me or has this guy got flipper feet? I think he had a good Saturday night. Did you see the draw distance on that then? Look. Look at the guy's clothing. You know what that is? That's because my CPU is not AMD. That's what that is. It's not powerful enough. Whoa. Your legs look like they're inside your body, mate. That's just bizarre. What's he doing? It looks like he's looking at the newspaper, but there's actually nothing there. I love it. That's awesome. Wait, that keeps changing. Whoa, hang on a minute. Hang on. Every now and again I get a texture. There we go. That's a lack of VRAM. I've only got 12 gig of VRAM. That's not enough.